There we go. What's up, guys? Hello. Sorry, I just had to change the name of the stream because it still said Comic Con. But I mean, we could talk about Comic Con. Hello, Jim. What is up? Just got to stream. I just thought I'd stream for a little bit, guys. Maybe like 20 minutes. Say hi. I've got a Titans video out later. Some of you might like it. Some of you may not like it. Right. Okay. I think that's all good. Yeah, I've seen the Aquaman trailer. Can you ask my opinion on James Gunn? We went over this like the other stream, but oh man, it's difficult. Like, I definitely don't think a person should be like judged for who they are now based on their past, especially like a long time ago, like several years ago. However, I understand like in a way why decisions like that get made in terms of separating yourself. You know, like Disney separate themselves in the business sense from James Gunn because, you know, people would complain about keeping him on for the Guardians director, wouldn't they, and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, everyone has their opinions at the end of the day. Are you doing well? Yeah, I'm not so bad. I'm just a bit tired. What do I use for my hair? Just like wax. Sometimes hairspray if I even have it. But yeah, like my hair isn't on point today, I don't think. But I don't know, like everyone has a different opinion about James Gunn. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, people make mistakes, even as repulsive as jokes as what they are. I wouldn't exactly compare him to Hitler or anything like that. Apparently, he's apologized about it throughout the years excessively. So yeah, it's just difficult. But you know, either way, I get it. I get it. It sucks for everyone who's involved. And you know, it's just a shame that he had to say such distasteful jokes. What's my real name? Nobody has guessed it yet. Do you barely use gel for your hair, Boba? I don't use gel. I don't like gel personally. Oh, no, they weren't mistakes. I mean, how do I put it? Sorry, this is what I mean. This is why I don't like talking about this stuff, because I can say things that are misunderstood or, you know, misinterpreted online. But, yeah, completely distasteful jokes that he now regrets. And, I don't know. Obviously, he regrets it. But either way, I don't really want to talk about it anymore. It is what it is. Ligma. The Ligma meme. God, the Ligma meme is catching on, isn't it? Disney is protecting their brand. They did the right thing to give. Yeah, like that's what I said as well. Do you think Joaquin Phoenix would be a great Joker? Yes, I have absolutely every faith that Joaquin will be a really good Joker. I think there's going to be a lot of people who won't like the Joker origin movie for the sake of the fact it is giving him an origin. But I'm hoping that they'll add some like obscurity into it, potentially with multiple choice. But even if they don't, thank you very much, Magpie. What alliances between villains would you like to see in Gotham Season 5? Well, quickly, I'll finish the sentence I was saying before. 2 seconds. I'll just get that up so I don't forget your question. Even if we don't see the multiple choice thingy, my Bobby, I still think it's okay because, you know, as I keep saying in my videos, Jack Nicholson had like an on-screen, you know, origin. We saw him fall in the chemicals and stuff like that, and before that he was just Jack Napier. I think it'd be really interesting to see a guy as a failed comedian or something like that get absolutely rinsed by Robert De Niro on like the news reporter screen and stuff like that. You know, because I don't know if all of you have heard, Robert De Niro might be playing Franklin Marshall or Marshall, I can't remember the name, but he's a reporter, and I've got a feeling he has something huge to do with the role. You know, with the Joker's madness. But anyway, Magpie, thank you so much for the $2 through Streamlabs. And you say, what alliances between villains would you like to see in Gotham Season 5? Now, that's a hard one, because I really, you know what, I'd like to see more of what we saw last season. I want to see Jervis Tetch come back with Scarecrow, and I don't know, I don't know if Jeremiah wouldn't really do, I don't think. Mind you, I would have said this about Jerome once upon a time. So, yeah, man, I definitely want to see Jervis Tetch come back for sure, because he made me laugh, and I thought he was fantastic in season 4. He was a lot better than what I enjoyed him in with season 3. I thought he was great in season 3. I just didn't dig the storyline so much. But I'm trying to think of other villains. I don't want to see too much Riddler and Penguin action. Maybe it would be cool to, you know, just because it is the last season, to see them do one more thing together and then like kind of leave it open-ended. But yeah. Apart from that, I can't really think. Maybe some of the new villains, but at the end of the day, it's now all a you know, sector by sector battle, isn't it? You know, turf battle in Gotham. So I don't know if too many people will be working together, but if they do, it will be to help secure territory, I think. Am I the only one who hates it when people trying to say something bad about Aquaman or Shazam? Don't even know what they're talking about. Like, some people never picked up on a DC comic. They'll say Aquaman is a ripoff. What? No, I mean, I don't see how you could really dislike those two trailers. I thought they were great. MK1920, thank you so much, dude. What do you think about the actor who is the villain of The Flash Season 5? Well, my first reaction was, oh man, Mark Pellegrino is apparently it didn't work out for him. You know, he didn't, maybe, I think Paigey said to me or something like they didn't want to commit to like the 9-month whatever season order thing. So I was a bit gutted that it's not him, because I could really have imagined he would have carried the role. I would have had such confidence. I know for a fact season 5 would have scored if we had him. However, and then when I found out it was Chris Klein, I was just like, But at the same time, it's I think, you know, I can't really judge. I mean, you get worried beforehand, but at the end of the day, I can't purely judge because I haven't seen him in this role. And like, just the more I thought about him being a baddie, the more I can imagine his facial expressions and acting actually being kind of a younger take on Cicada. I can imagine it now. Whereas first I was a bit guilty of like, oh man, I don't know if this will work out, blah 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 blah. But yeah, no, I think I have faith on him. I really hope he does well anyway. Is Godspeed the Season 6 villain, Adrian asks? We have literally no idea who the Season 6 villain would be, because that is quite a while off yet. So, quite a while off yet. But thank you very much for the super chat, MK. I really appreciate that. And Magpie. 58 people in the stream. I did not expect that. Next super chat gets a back claw on a camera. If I can... Yep. Hey, Boba. Hey, everyone. What's up, Frosty? Do you think Grundy will not return in Season 5? Nope, he is dead. John Stevens confirmed that he is gone. He is a goner. When you played games, and even now, what were your favorite games of all time? So the games I play now are just more like casual kind of games on the Switch or something like that. That don't require a lot of, you know, trigger action or thumb action. Just more like RPG-esque kind of games. But Halo is like one of my all-time favorite games ever. The Elder Scrolls series was great, but Knights of the Old Republic, I played that when I was a kid. Those games were fantastic. Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast, man, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so those were amazing games of my childhood. Dragon Age, remember when that came out? I remember when Gears came out. Those aren't necessarily my favorites, but they were good memories. But Halo was amazing. Halo 5 was definitely different, but I still... eventually, you know, got into the new, quicker way of doing things. But I'm still probably going to pick it up, but regret it at the same time, because I won't be able to play it too much. I remember playing Halo Combat Evolved when I was like 9 years old, 8 years old. Star Wars, oh my god, yes, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith on PlayStation 2 was the shit as well. I remember facing off on the duel with my brother, like over and over and over again as Anakin and Obi-Wan, and then you could come back as Darkseid Anakin with a red lightsaber. Dude, that has just brought back so much nostalgia for me. Trixie Cat, what if Jeremiah and Jerome were both clones of an original character yet to be revealed? I don't think that would be the case. It would just be so random to pluck Jerome, you know, a Jerome Valeska, or, you know, out of that circus. You know, I just can't think of a storyline to back that up. But I think what is plausible is that the clone at the end of season 2, even though they kind of wrote this off, or maybe they were hoping we forget about it, was a clone of Jerome Valeska, has the same brain chemistry, everything like that, and he's seen Jerome out there on TV plenty of times. He's seen Jeremiah out there on TV plenty of times, and he's wondering, why do I look like this? Why do I look like these guys? And that is why he's getting inspired by the people who look like him. So I don't know, guys. Do you think Jeremiah will die and the real Joker will rise? Well, as for that leaks video I made, a lot of people took that at face value. Like I think I must have said about 4 times in the first 2 minutes. Take it with a grain of salt, please, please, please. But I think a lot of people just respond based upon the thumbnail or the title or just, you know, instant reaction. Not saying all of you do. Just some people are like, oh my god, screw Gotham, screw Fox. They've done it. I'm just like, guys, I haven't said this is going to happen. But no, we're just talking about my leaks video the other day, Amethyst, in terms of what I said, in terms of how that apparently it's not, you know, some information online. Someone reported that they could be using the Batman Begins suit, kind of reused that a little bit. But on top of that, and how the Joker, the real Joker, might make an appearance. I don't really know about that, to be honest, guys. I don't know if there's any much merit to the leaks at all. I just thought it'd be fun to cover a video on it, because also a lot of other YouTubers have covered, including myself, the same thread with the Arrowverse leaks, like on the Flash and Arrow. So I thought, oh, goody, there's some Gotham ones as well. But, you know, I've always thought it'd be really cool if they did do a little 10-second scene of the clone or somebody, you know, obviously it'd be played by Monahan. I think that's another thing people really instantly threw out and worried about when I published that video. They were just like, oh my god, they're going to really get rid of Cameron after 4 seasons and introduce a third Joker. I didn't actually think that at all when I was making that video. I thought, well, no, it would be Cameron still. It would just be like, not Jeremiah. What happened to Jeremiah? He's still out there in the city. Yeah, I don't know. Blame YouTube, Amethyst. They don't like to send notifications out all the time. You know what, guys? I don't really like being... I mean, not that I don't like being asked. I don't like answering what's my favorite TV show necessarily. Because I feel like as you grow and as you get older, you watch more TV shows. And then the more years that you leave behind of what was your previous TV show, you kind of get a bit detached from it. So I have favorite movies, I guess. Like Star Wars is like my favorite thing. But favorite TV show, you know, when I was watching Sons of Anarchy, I would have said that. But now it's been a few years since I've watched it. It's more like, oh, I don't know if I would think that anymore. So as for favorite TV shows, man, I don't really know. I really don't know. There are some bloody good TV shows out there, though. Westworld isn't my favorite, but like shows like that, obviously like Game of Thrones are in the top, but I still don't buy a load of Game of Thrones things, so I don't know if I would still call it my favorite. I don't know, there's so many good TV shows out these days that, you know, it's hard. There is no Gotham Comic Con trailer or panel. David Mazouz spoke a little bit about, he spoke an wincy teeny bit about Season 5, but nothing majorly new. I've had a couple of requests to cover what David Mazouz has said, which might be tomorrow's video. But tonight, guys, I have a Titans video, and it's about why Dick Grayson saying F Batman is completely okay. And I explain how Dick Grayson, you know, the Robin combat that we saw in the Titans trailer wasn't murdering. It was completely fine. I know a lot of people didn't necessarily like it, but I go over, the whole video is dedicated to like the backstory in the way with Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne and justifying why Titans did that. I explain what Jeff Johns had to say about it. So check out my Titans video after this live stream, or it'll be out in like an hour or so. Bloody hell, we've been going 15 minutes already. Jesus. See you later, Crazy Jake, man. I hope whatever you're going to the hospital for is okay to a degree, if that makes any sense. What do you think of the new Batwoman TV series? Well, I want to know why Gotham is in desperate need of a savior. Like, where the hell is Bruce Wayne? Is he, like, in his late 50s in this universe? Has he kind of taken one too many beatings or done one too many beatings and he's had to hang up the cowl, and that's why Batwoman... I need I need some kind of answer there, because I don't want there to be a stupid situation of the CW multiverse where freaking, I don't know, Gotham doesn't have a Batman. But Oliver Queen did reference Bruce Wayne in his mayor press conference in season 6, so you never know. Castle Rock Gen, awesome news. I really like that trailer. Love Bill Skarsgård. I'm not actually mega familiar with Stephen King's work, but you know, it looks up my street. So like, you've just reminded me, like, I'm getting a bit giddy now. It's like, yes, another dark kind of Netflixy, Hulu-y show to watch. You know, whatever bloody platform it's on. Well, I don't know. It did state, Amethyst, that Gotham is in desperate need of a savior. Like, so yeah, he might be, that's why I'm thinking he might be old and retired. Like, so yeah, he might watch over her, but whatever Gotham situation Gotham's in, it doesn't currently have the Batman, because it wouldn't say that Gotham is in need of a hero and a savior otherwise. So that's what makes me a bit like, Can I dab for you on stream? Oh god, no. God, not the dabs. I haven't actually watched Adventure Time. No, I don't think I have. No, I know a few friends who are really into it, but like, never got into it myself. Two-Face Gotham. Search Two-Face on my channel, and I have a whole video to do with Two-Face. Hold on, let me. I can't see you guys on YouTube. Here we go. There's the comments. Alright, okay. Comments are now more up to date. Man, it gets hot whenever I live stream. I think my computer is just... I don't know if it requires a bit more or what. Can you whip? Can you nay-nay? Do you think Infinity War ending was Star-Lord's fault? I mean, technically, if he didn't do what he did, they would have got the glove off. But it is kind of true to his character, acting upon emotion like that. So I'm really kind of stuck on Star-Lord's situation there, because he was a bit of a spanner. But he couldn't think outside the bigger box in that moment, because obviously Gamora just bit the dust. So I kind of understand the impulsive response from him. It's very possible, I guess, James. You never know. That Gotham aren't allowed to use the green hair or Joker name with Jeremiah. So you never know what could change in the last season, though. In the last episode, they might, since they're got to show the bat emblem, basically, they might get approved for like a quick flash of that. But I have no idea. Probably SpongeBob, Ethan. I still love SpongeBob. I never watch it, but I'm actually quite a SpongeBob fan. I could always sit there with an episode and just kind of find the humor in the episode. Am I excited for Iron Fist in September? Yeah, I am. It is kind of mad we get Iron Fist before Daredevil. Yeah, I obviously I definitely. The reason why I'm excited is because despite the problems of season 1, I'm kind of looking forward to see what they've taken on board through fan feedback with that, and then hopefully it transforms into the season 1 we should have got, even though I still enjoyed season 1. There's stuff that I really didn't at the same time. So Gotham season 5 will be jumping timelines. You mean jumping in time forward or what? Maybe. There's a very big chance, yeah. Oh my god, I get just yawn when I live stream and talk this much. Thoughts on Ford being 79 years old and in Indiana Jones in 2021? I don't know. My heart tells me that I don't mind. Like, I want Indiana Jones to be Ford still, but I do feel like the way you do probably, like in how we should, you know, like kind of replace him. But I think if anything, they should have him in the film, but like hand it down to like Chris Pratt or something, or somehow do it, you know. Thank you very much, MK. Again, I really appreciate that, dude. And you ask, DC Legends of Tomorrow are not going to be part of the crossover this year. That is true. How do you think it can change it? Well, I think what it's going to do is, I think they've already stated, they want it to be a lot more character driven. in terms of the core characters of the Arrowverse, which was obviously Oliver Queen and then Barry. It's interesting in terms of obviously Supergirl. Because Legends, you know, if you bring in the Legends, you're going to bring in all of these characters. So I think maybe that's what they worried about, as well as when they did it last year for the first time, the grand crossover to that scale. I think they thought, holy shit, like, okay, we've committed to it, but we're not doing this again next year. So they had to cut one team out. But as for your actual question, I don't know. I think I'm personally looking forward to more the fact that we are going to just see more like Flash stuff, more Oliver stuff and stuff like that. So if it is after the Court of Owls, the leaks indicated that they could be interested in Barry's Speed Force. I mean, well, in Barry, which would mean his powers, and Oliver Queen. So I think maybe they could make these guys into Talons or something like that. That would be interesting. That would be very, very interesting. But yeah, thank you very, very much for the super chat, MK. I really appreciate that, man. Legends is the best TV show in the CW. I do love Legends. It's completely different. Legends is like, some people either love it or they hate it. But you know, it's such a funny show. Jesus Christ, MK, how? Anyways, Boba, back to business. Oh, I think people will misunderstand. Like, that's not $50. That's 50 NOK. I'm not sure if that's said right. But it's still, like, I'm not negating the super chat. I just mean, it's interesting sometimes. Some people, like, donate in different currencies, and it says, like, 100 and something, and they're like, you're donating $150? It's like, no. It's probably really, like, $4 or $5 in whatever currency the 150 would be. Oh, Magpie back at it again. Hold on, let me go and check that out. Where are the questions? Streamlabs questions. Okay, we're back again. Right, hold on, Magpie. So apparently Oswald's dad's last name is Van Dahl, and his mum's last name is Cobblepot. But now in the world, Now in the world is Oswald's last name Cobblepot. I honestly have no idea. Are you saying that in like the Gotham lore? I'm really confused. So apparently, and then his mum's name is Cobblepot, and now in the world's name is Oswald Cobblepot. Is that like comic book, or is that more actually the Gotham TV show? Because that's something that would be new to me. But as for how it ends up as Cobblepot anyway, I don't know, but I'm glad it is Cobblepot. Comic book. I don't know. I actually have no idea. I honestly don't know the answer to that one. Somebody said comic book. Hey Boba, which superhero are you most anticipating this fall? I would always say, oh man, you know what? I would say Oliver is slightly maybe above Barry. I mean, obviously I'm excited for Gotham, but, you know, in terms of, like, I prefer speedsters in... No, I don't. I prefer vigilantes, but in terms of the CW, I normally prefer, like, Barry with his speedster powers. But the Arrow trailer was really exciting. Really, really exciting. Did the Riddler die, though, guys? I mean, that's why I'm really confused. When it was, like, laying on the table, were they dead, or were they just being, like, stable? And, because otherwise... Otherwise, Hugo is going to bring them back from death, and they are going to be different for that very, very reason. I mean, we already know that the Riddler is going to be butt naked in a library, apparently, tattooed with riddles all over him, which I kind of dig in a way. Like, it would be even more crazy-ish. The last names I gave were in Gotham. Now, yeah, I have no idea how his name ended up. Is it really? Like, so how did he end up with the actual Cobblepot name? Maybe it was just a simplified version. I literally have no idea about that one. That's kind of like a trivia that I didn't know about. Oh, has Canon actually posted a picture of him in the library? I need to check that out. Oh, then he deleted it. No, I bet that's online. I need to check that out. If anyone has that picture, send it to me. I can mention that in tomorrow's Gotham video as well. Oh, Jen has it. Jen has it. Maybe if I download it, I could put it on stream. Let me get Twitter up so I can see Jen in my inbox. Is a Titans and Arrow crossover possible? I would have to say no. No, not at all. Titans is in its own universe. What if Superman had a show like Gotham? Who would you cast? Who would you cast? You're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you very much, Adrian. Superman had a show like Gotham. I don't know. I know some people hate it, but like, I kind of like Tyler from Supergirl. I mean, some people don't like the suit, but I thought he was a good Clark Kent. Boba, do you know who the kid is in the background of the room with Cicada in the Flash? So that isn't actually a real life person. I think a lot of people are misinterpreting it. I mean, I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong, but I was going to do another video on this separately, and I probably still will, about the villain and, you know, Cicada's family or apartment, that room. But that isn't, that's a doll. I'm pretty sure that's Cicada's daughter's doll. Because I think, you know, in Season 5, his family's been essentially ripped apart. It's no doubt going to be linked to the Flash somehow. Maybe he did it, just like kind of in the comics. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is just a doll. Sent in the DMs. Let me double check, Jen. Why would he delete that, though? Oh, no, I've seen that. I remember seeing this. Well, he's not butt naked then, is he? It looks like he's got his suit on. Right, let me see if I can get that up. I said hi to you on Discord last night and you didn't say hi back. Well, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm quite bad at replying on Discord. I don't remember that, so I didn't see it probably. Alright, 2 seconds, everyone. I'm gonna attach a picture from Season 5 of the Riddler. It's not really too much to it, but it's still a little tease nevertheless. Right, that's small. Look how tiny that is. Alright, let's get the picture up. Can you guys see that? So this is Mr. Riddler in the library. What about Solomon Grundy? He's dead. He is dead. Wait, why is it doing that? I'm trying to like crop it. I don't know there we go. See, I mean, I think maybe at this point, what's happening here is that the Riddler's suited himself back up, looking at himself in the mirror, and he's like, I'm back, baby, and I'm going to conquer Gotham in a kind of Zero Year-esque kind of way. So I think maybe that might be it. I mean, that is completely speculation there, obviously, though. Somebody said that David confirmed we're going to see the Bat. Yeah, we've known this for quite a long time now. You know, that the Batman is coming. I just hope they do it in a non-cringy way. I'm sure they will. I think it's still going to be very newbie. There's, you know, there's a possibility that they still could, you know, that they still could, I forgot what I was going to say. Like, yeah, no, yeah, do a time jump, you know, into the future to show a little bit of him older. But we're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see. Woo! There you go, guys. I'm off stream. I'm just the Riddler now. I'm joking. Right. Haven't missed anything, have I? Let me double check. 70 people in the stream. I've got to end the stream soon, guys, because I was only actually meant to stream for around 20 minutes, but we'll be going half an hour now. What library is that? Somebody said, Jen said they've used the same set from the Penguins Mansion. Doesn't surprise me at all. Yes, but I think the Batman Begins suit would be fine. I mean, I honestly had no idea if there's any merit to that kind of spoiler and leak. It's not really technically a spoiler if we don't even know if it's true. However, you know, some people are saying, but the Batman Begins suit won't fit. Well, you know, they can just tweak it. They can resize it. They can, you know, paint it a different color. They can do... I would love the kind of... If you guys know Batman, the Telltale series, I reckon that color scheme in Season 1 maybe would be so good. Maybe in Season 2. But I swear I had more of a grey one in Season 1 would be really, really awesome. Not so fan comments, blimey. Not really, Babu, because they can change it quite a bit. They can manipulate the suit, you know, instead of having to create a completely brand new one. But yeah, I mean, I mean, you could be right there at the same time, but they could change it enough. Boba Riddles. I think I already read that one out. What library is that? That I don't know. It's just some library apparently where the Riddler will be going a bit crazy. And so guys, I do have a Titans video coming out after this. Somebody just asked me a Titans question, but I can't find it. Boba, do you think Joker's father will be Thomas Wayne in the solo film? I think that could be a really cool fan theory. I think some people need to wrap their heads around the fact that this could be completely different. A kind of cool new origin. Since there is no set origin for the Joker, like, this is just another take on it. But I love the fan theory that Thomas Wayne apparently is in the Joaquin Phoenix origin film. And the character description for the Joker's mother is obsessed with her former employer, lives with her fully grown son. You know, she's, you know, his son's come back to, you know, look after her, blah, 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 blah. Can't really believe her life has come to this. So, you know, with Thomas Wayne in the film, if that's true, and the fact that Joaquin Phoenix's mother could, you know, the Joker's mother could be obsessed with a former employer, and if it turns out that she worked for Thomas Wayne, then she could be obsessed with the fact that she had, you know, she had a kid. He completely denounced the kid and her, and denies probably all claims of, you know, being with her. This all becomes maybe public. I don't know. Do you see how it could weave in to, like, a really deep connection between the Joker and Batman? I think that would be pretty neat. I would be completely down for that. But on top of this, apparently Robert De Niro's TV presenter role would have, like, some sort of critical role in terms of, like, the development of the Joker's madness in the film. So if he is, like, come back to look after his mother, he's trying to get some gigs as a comedian, or if he's not even a comedian and he's trying to do something else, or even if it gets out that he is, you know, his mother tries to make it public that he is Thomas Wayne's son, and then they're both publicly disregarded by society because they sound like such whack jobs, you know. You can imagine how this kind of goes down, and I quite like the idea of all of this, guys. Like, I'm completely open to it. I'm completely open to that. It will be like a cool, new, neat character study of this guy who really goes freaking crazy. So I'm completely, as I keep saying, down with that. I don't think there's going to be a subtitle for it. It's just called, it's officially got the title Joker. Just quite simply, quote, end quote, Joker. Bobo, are you Bebo's father? I am indeed. Somehow I made Bebo. I'm Boba in a deep voice for Gotham videos. Hey Boba, how's your hand, man? It's not so bad, thanks, DC Marvel United. Well, it is how it is, man. Like, every day I'm just still learning and trying to, like, develop with it. Today it's been pretty crap, but especially with Comic Con recently, trying to do all these videos. I've wanted to do them, of course, but, you know, trying to, like, do it at the same time with my hands. But anyway, guys, we've been going 35 minutes, so I'm going to end the stream now. I was only going to go for like 20 minutes, so it's been really fun catching up with you guys. There will be a Titans video tonight on me saying why Dick Grayson, aka Robin, saying fuck Batman is completely fine in my books. And also why he didn't actually kill anyone, etc. in that combat scene we saw of him. So be sure to check out that video tonight. It will be up in the next hour, hopefully, or so. I know some of you like Titans. I know some of you don't like the look of it after what happened. But honestly, you will see what I mean, hopefully. But at the same time, either way, watch the video, comment your opinion on what I have to say in it. But other than that, guys, as always, links are in the description down below to my social media if you don't already follow me. This is like a plugging session just because not all of you may follow me on Twitter. Not all of you are in my Discord server, so check out Discord. That is where we all kind of chat and hang out there. And of course, I do have Instagram, and I also do have Patreon where you can support the channel a little bit further in turn for some rewards. But thank you everybody so much. Maybe new Gotham video tomorrow on what Davi Mazouz had to say about Season 5. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you.